Hey YouTube, happy Monday. Well, I just rented something interesting on today. Y'all remember when I was going back and forth with Wilson? I know I told him not to say my name anymore. I told him not to say my name anymore, so I guess you could take by that I wouldn't say his, but you're wrong. Today I stumbled on Mr. Wilson. When I was talking about him a couple of months ago, I'm sorry, I do it. This time it's not just my regular scratchy throat. Now I actually have a cold a bit. Anyway, I think it's a month ago, month or 2 months ago, I was saying that Jay Wilson will not debate, or he will not go back and forth with, he would not have a beef with anyone who he felt was on the same level or he felt was an intelligent person. He strongly prefers to go back and forth with people like Wally or some of the ladies in his purview. He would never, he immediately backed down off of Tracy because I guess she was too much for him. But Tracy and I are a little different because we're not, like, for me personally, I don't mind cussing. These things he seems to be obsessed with. Oh, you said bad words. Oh, that means you're not intelligent. Something some professor told him somewhere. But I enjoy it. That's the way I like to go after people. I like to cuss their ass out, right? So now it seems that, so yeah, we probably wouldn't be able to go back and forth because I would chop him up just from a street level, which is something he don't know anything about, apparently. But now he's confronted by someone who has a similar type of background, at least as far as ministry. He seems to have a grasp on scripture, the studied word. And I have heard him myself challenge Jay Wilson to some of his, on the subject of some of his behavior. Right? This brother's name is Johnny Mac, and I believe it's JOHNNYMAC365. I hope he doesn't take offense at me using him as an example or using his name. I don't mean any offense to that brother. I think he made powerful, strong points. And I was hoping to at least finally see someone have an intellectual discussion or debate or beef with Mr. Wilson. I told you back then, Wilson will never, ever do that. So what I saw him do today is, this man was in his chat, apparently a former follower of his, and perhaps maybe even still listens to him because he's in his chat. People have to understand something. Even though we don't like a certain person, or we've changed the way we think about a certain person, we're still watching these same people because these are people who are on here. You go on and you see who in somebody's live. So I caught the tail end of this thing. This guy, Johnny Mac, was on Jay Wilson's chat, right? Now, he had made a very direct video about him 2 weeks prior. Johnny Mac, 2 weeks ago, made a video about Jay Wilson. I could not believe that Jay Wilson had the same response he had when I was having my beef with Wilson. He told this man, "Oh, I haven't seen your video." And so the man asked him, "Well, why don't you just go see what I said, and then we can discuss it?" "Oh, no, I will never see that." And I'm thinking, wait a minute, hold the hell on, honey. If I'm out here beefing with people all day, every day, why in the hell would I hear that someone has made a lengthy video on the subject of me and not see it? How could you not see it? All you have to do is get up in the morning, go in there and put in your search engine, Jay Wilson, and whatever the latest stuff comes up. So he's lying again is my point. He's lying again. He's seen that man's video, but he played it off so smoothly. "Oh, really? You made a video about me?" And then first he starts saying that he never even seen this man's video, right? 2 or 3 times he makes his denial. I denied you 3 times. And then he said, and then he made some comment that he made. It made me think, oh, wait a minute. You said you didn't see the video. Obviously, you did see the video, but you still feel comfortable lying about it. Jay Wilson, maybe this is not my situation, but you, brother, are a coward. You've been on here harping and talking about all the information you got and all the degrees you got and all the seminaries you got and all this high intelligence you have. But when somebody who actually has a background in similar subjects and who is a much better singer, let's throw that in, just as a dig. He's a much better singer. He can open his mouth. We can tell this man is from church. You open your mouth and oh, excuse me. That's just the salt. That's just a little bit of salt and sugar. I can't help myself. Anyway, what I said then was this man he's not going to debate with anybody who he feels is on his level. He feels he's intelligent because he can't debate with these people. He can spit the Bible verses at you on a surface level. He can never have an intelligent conversation about the Bible because he's not that learned. So he can figure with people who don't know or care very much about Scripture. He can take those same ones off the top that we use over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But when someone challenges him, he's got nothing to say. So he sit up there and told this man, not only did I not see those green eggs and ham, I will not see your green eggs and ham. How in the hell are you going to not at least be curious, considering how much you talk about other people and what they say on their videos and all this kind of stuff? The kind of people you choose to argue with, you spend hours and hours and hours and hours in researching them. But when someone is talking directly to you, someone who you suspect might have some degree of intelligence, education, and background, you have no interest in even seeing what they had to say. This is bullshit. This man challenged. I heard this part. Cause these guys make long videos. I only watch, minutes here and there. But I heard this man myself 2 weeks ago say, I challenge you to respond to me. How come Jay Wilson can respond to Wally on his vacation? Was it 10 times? 15 times? He made 10, 15 videos about this dude on his vacation? And you cannot address this man who wants to have a discussion with you about not only biblical things, but also behavioral things and the role of pastors. Does Johnny Mac say that he was a pastor? I don't even remember, heard that much. He sounds like a pastor or a former pastor. He says he's a retired man. But I just found that interesting. Why is Jay Wilson, with all these degrees and everything about church, and why do you go get all these degrees on church? Didn't you see a counselor or something? Did the counselor would tell you, okay, you want to be in church? Okay, we need to figure out what you're going to do for a living. And you need to have a degree in something that can provide an income for you. So you will not be online 30 years later hustling, begging for coins to keep your ass afloat. Right? But since you did choose on only church-related degrees, why can't you have a discussion, a disagreement, an interaction with someone with a similar background? Why are you so afraid of being challenged? Why must we always end up back with Sean Bradley? Now, I'm not saying anything, Sean is not intelligent or anything like that, but Sean is like more on the level where I'm at, where we'd rather just cuss you out. But if you have an opportunity to actually discuss these things that you seem to find so important, Why can't you have a discussion with this man, Johnny Mac? I don't get it. But I did say it before. He won't do it. You will never see him having an intelligent a conversation or a debate with anybody, with any professor, with any. I mean, shouldn't he be arguing with other learned people, discussing philosophy? No, he don't want to discuss that. He wants to put himself up high and look down low, or what he considers to be low. So he chose not to acknowledge his brother JOHNNYMAC365. And I'm not familiar with JOHNNYMAC365. Someone sent me to his channel 2 weeks ago. I went and checked that out. And he's consistent with his desire to have debate with Jay Wilson. And I heard that. And I knew that this dude was going to resist. He won't even acknowledge that he barely even acknowledged he knew who the hell he was. Although he's been in his chat for apparently months, perhaps a year. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of strange. Because that's what he told me. Oh, I never seen your video. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what? Excuse me? Knowing full well he knew every syllable of what I'd said. And I suspect, he's a damn fool if he got somebody online trashing him or talking shit about him or making videos about him, and he's not even curious enough to see what it is. That man's got something going on up here. Because he seems to want to be in everyone else's mess. He watches hours and hours and hours of other people's videos just to jump into their mess. So Jay Wilson, you just open book. You can't sit up here and just jump into other people's mess all day, every day, and then take offense because now, you say I shouldn't say your name. If you're going to do it all day, every day, don't take offense when someone chooses to jump in and make a comment about you whenever they choose to. You get on these screens, you're entering into our living rooms, and some of us, our bedrooms, because my main computer is in my bedroom. And here you are in there. And here I am hearing this man challenging you. And what do I get? Crickets. So we shall see. We shall see, Jay Wilson.